Welcome to the future of RC. From groundbreaking tech advancements to game-changing designs, stay tuned to see what's next for the RC hobby. Hey guys, I'm Shannon, aka the RC Princess, and today I'm sharing my 2025 predictions in the RC hobby. Let's get started. Prediction number 1 is that RC cars will be used for more important operations such as search and rescue. Drones have already been doing this for a while, but think about how easy it would be for an RC car to go through tunnels or up and over embankments that people can't easily maneuver on foot. I think it would be really cool to see our hobby take a turn for more on the side of safety for humans and animals. I'm sure there are cases where they have been used for these purposes, but I've never really heard about it, and I'd like to have it more upfront so more people are witnessing the greatness to our RC hobby. I'd like to see an increase on the good that our hobby offers. Prediction number 2 is advancement on battery technology. I think it will continue to grow in the aspects of longer run times, safer charging, discharging, and storage, and also maybe get smaller and lighter. You can do everything right and still have a battery puff up, explode, start a fire, whatnot. My dad is a great example of this, so that man is always on my case about discharging my batteries when I'm done. And yeah, when I think about it and I have the time, I do. I don't follow my lead, you guys. I'm good at giving advice. I'm not great at taking my own advice. So anyway, my dad is a great example. He has still had a few batteries like puff up on him, even though he is like the king of taking care of his batteries. He's not had one start a fire or explode or nothing like that, thank goodness, but they have puffed up and immediately they are out. Generally, as long as you follow the safety protocols, you'll be fine. There just are rare cases, so just keep that in mind. These aren't the safest things to work with, but they are relatively safe. I don't even know how to explain that one without just contradicting myself the entire time. So I think we will see advancements in just batteries altogether, but safety, more efficient, just things in that nature. Prediction number 3 is 3D printing will become more popular. And I know, you're like, it already is. Well, I think it's going to become even more popular because if you think about how far it's come, it already has gained a load of traction. And I think we're just going to continue to go down that route. And pretty soon, everybody in the RC hobby is going to have a 3D printer. Back in the day, it wasn't so common. You maybe knew one person with a 3D printer, and today, everybody and their brother has one. So I definitely think a more popularity is where we're headed for that. I think the 3D printing technology will continue to grow and evolve to the point of anyone can use a 3D printer. I know I've been scared off in the past because you had to be like some super genius and really know what you're doing. And that is why I have not gotten into it. I have friends for that purpose. Already, companies like Bamboo Lab have already simplified the process. I actually almost got a Bamboo Lab 3D printer a while back. Bobby from RC Garages recommended it, and I almost did it, you guys. I almost did it. And then I was like, no, because I don't know how often it would be used. In my head, it would be used every day. It'd probably be going nonstop. But I also thought that about my Cricut machine, and sometimes I go months without touching it. So I was like, I'm gonna hold off. And Bobby walked me through the process, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I have time for this. Like, that's the thing, right? Too many hobbies, not enough time. I definitely foresee the 3D printing community, which is a whole hobby in its own, but it really integrates with the RC hobby for little scale parts, or I mean, people have done 3D bodies. Like, what? That's where we're at with that technology. That blows my mind. I would love to see one of those print in like a hyperlapse or something. But yes, so I think 3D printing is just going to become more and more and more and more popular. And pretty soon everybody's going to be doing it. And it's not going to be hard to find 3D printed accessories or parts or whatnot. Prediction number 4 kind of goes hand in hand with prediction number 3. With 3D printing on the rise, I think we're going to see a huge shift towards customization, which already is a thing, but I think we're going to have more and more of it. People are going to take a product and customize it to how they would want it. I basically think we're gonna see an increase in creativity because some of you guys are like mind blowing with what you come up with and execute. Like, what? Are you crazy? It's awesome, and I love seeing what you guys come up with and create. I have already been doing this. I would like to get to a point where all of my rigs are customized and like when somebody sees them, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's RC Princess for sure." Like, of course, because why not? And I'm not just applying this prediction to appearances. I think people will get creative and come up with ideas for crawling capabilities or even bashing or whatever the trail that you're going down. But I think more creativity is going to shine through on performance and things. So a lot of you are probably like, what are you even talking about? So let me give you an example. On Amazon a while back, I found a SCX6 Honcho 3D printed part. So I'll have to like show you a picture or something. I don't know how to explain it, but basically it's just like a pole type thing and it goes attached to the honcho and it is like a lever to hold the body up. So when you're swapping batteries or you're working on it or whatnot, it holds the body up for you. So you're not holding it and then one handing it or have to take the body all the way off. So that is what I mean. Like somebody was creative enough to look at a problem and be like, well, I have the solution for that. I'm going to execute that. So that is what I mean with customization, not just appearances, but also functionality and performance. Prediction number 5 is that RC cars will be used for more educational purposes. What I mean by that is more specifically like STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Let's think about how we use those things in our hobby. We need to know the science so we know that we're putting the right battery in the right rig so we're not blowing motors. You use engineering to know how to attach parts, where to attach them so they'll work. And then, of course, math, which for some of us, hi, it's me, is not our strong suit. But we do have to have a basic understanding of wattage and amps and just all the math that goes into it. So yes, I predict RC cars will be used more to teach kids about how to build, how to run and tweak things, and just overall a general understanding of RC cars. Prediction number 6 is expansion of virtual and augmented reality. Editing back, yes, I said that word so incorrectly. Words are hard, you guys. We technically already have the basics. I'm sure you've seen the goggles that you can purchase and use the FPV or first person view, which is really, really cool if you're not prone to motion sickness. Hi, again, it's me. My dad actually has the goggles for a few of his drones. He has the Avata and the Avata 2, which is way cool. And I have seen people do it for their RC cars as well. There's one video that sticks out to me. The guy was going around feeding cats, or was it ducks? I'm pretty sure it was cats. Regardless, it was way cool to be able to see that, the car was going up to them, and then he had the camera pointing, so it was cats. I'm pretty sure it was cats. If somebody knows what video I'm talking about, could you please comment down below? I'm pretty sure it was cats. But it was cool to see, and I thought that was awesome. So I predict that we will just continue to build on the fundamentals that we have and make huge advancements in joining the RC hobby with virtual reality. My seventh prediction, and again, this goes hand in hand with the number six prediction, but that is that we will see an increase of integration with AI and automation in the RC hobby. AI is on the rise, no matter how you feel about it. If you love it, hate it, don't understand it, regardless, it is on the rise. I personally like it, but I do think there is a point that we can go too far and it would be detrimental to the human race. But I'm not like a conspiracy theorist. I don't even watch the news. If there's something that is a need to know, I get it from my mom. I don't enjoy having my anxiety raised for no reason. I kind of just live my life as an oblivious, naive idiot. I don't know what you want to call it, but I do think AI has come far, and I think it's a good thing, as long as it doesn't get taken too far. So, for example, drones are a great example of this. Again, I'm using drones. Um, the drones that I have, most of them can almost fly themselves. They just have motion sensors and chimes to let you know if you're about to do something stupid. I predict that this will also be integrated into RC cars. So maybe they could have automated systems that could analyze sensors and make real-time adjustments to improve performance. If not in 2025, for sure in the future. I think we could also have access to AI powered diagnostic tools. Maybe they can monitor health of the vehicle and predict potential issues, whereas not to have a major problem down the road. Another fun one that drones already have is obstacle avoidance. So I would jump on that. If they offered that for RC cars, I would jump on that. Every vehicle my son owns would have obstacle avoidance. So, yes, again, however you feel about AI and stuff, I do predict that it will be integrated with our hobby sooner rather than later. And as long as it's things like I just talked about, I have no problem with it. Those things seem really helpful, and I would love to see that in our hobby. So now I would like to take a few minutes to tell you guys about a few things you can expect from me in 2025. So my goals are to have you guys see me at more events. I don't make many, if any, events that are not local to me, which most of them aren't. So I'm a YouTuber, but I'm also kind of like a homemaker, stay-at-home mom, picture 1950s housewife. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, that kind of is me. So I am the one who, when somebody needs something, I am the one that gets called. I am literally on call for all of my family. And so it's hard for me to step away from that. I actually never have in the years that my son has been born. I have always been here for my family. So for me to just go take a week or a weekend away, I seriously don't even know how that would look. We do have family around us that could help out, but my husband and I don't really like doing the whole babysitter route. I don't know if it's called a babysitter if it's your own family, but we don't really like going that route just because we don't want to pass our responsibilities off to someone else. So, like, thank goodness for school. So that is why you do not see me at many events, but I would like to somehow find a way to change that. So we shall see. The next thing you might expect from me in 2025 is a new build, and I am beyond ready for this, you guys. I have not built anything since the Vanquish Phoenix, and since that was so successful and so much fun, I would like to do it again. My only setback is like I'm not sure what I want, you know? Like how many SCX 10.3s do you need? How many TRX 4s do you need? So that is my only thing. And I have a few other brands that I maybe want to try out, but I'm just not 100% sure. So if you guys have any recommendations, leave them in the comments below. But yes, that is something that I definitely expect to come in 2025. And lastly, you can just expect from me to keep sharing my experience in the RC hobby, the good, the bad, the ugly. I really started this channel with the thought of helping others in mind. And I like that I'm able to do that. And from the comments that I receive, it really feels like I am doing what I set out to do and making a difference and helping others. And you guys have helped me too. So thank you for that. And you guys also help other people just by leaving comments. So sometimes in my videos, I never know how long or how much to ramble. I am a talker on some days. Some days I'm like, don't talk to me. But some days I could talk and talk and talk. And I never want anybody to feel like bored of my videos or be like, oh my gosh, move on, lady. So sometimes I leave out small, what I think is insignificant details, and then somebody will leave a comment saying that, and I'll be like, well, crap, I should have thrown that in. So, what I'm saying is, my comments section is a great place to find information. If I have not said it to you, the comments probably have your questions answered. So, always be sure to check out the comments. And if you don't know, again, just leave a comment and somebody, probably me, will get back to you with the answer you are looking for. So with everything I just threw at you, what are some of your predictions for 2025 for the RC hobby or just in general? Like we could go out on a limb and just say predictions for 2025 in general. So yes, let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up by clicking the thumbs up icon at the bottom of the screen. And also hit that subscribe button if you want to stick around for future uploads. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!